Hello and welcome to your second Ruby project. In this video, I'm going to go through your starter template for this project, which is provided in the resources tab, and also what the execution will look like of the project. So the idea is this is a dial book, okay? And I have a hash, which is a dictionary, and I have these city names and I have area codes associated with those city names. The whole idea of the project is when I run the project, it's going to prompt me to see if I want to look up the area code associated with a city name. And then if I enter in a city name, it should give me the area code associated with that city. All right. To accomplish this, we have the dictionary itself with the area codes and the city names. We have this method that you'll need to fill out, which says get city names. It takes in a hash, which in our case will be this dial book, and it'll list out all the names of the cities, and an area code with a key, which will be a city name, and the hash. So it gives the associated area code. And then we have this execution flow with a loop. So let's see what this looks like. I have the terminal open here, and if I look at my files, I have the finished code for this project in this area codes.rb file. So in case you don't know how to pull up the terminal in REPL, you have to type in Command-Shift-P and then shell over here. If you are in the Windows machine, it's probably Control-Shift-P. Please find out from REPL what it is, but I think it's Control-Shift-P. Okay. So anyway, back here, let's run the program. I called it areacodes.rb. So Ruby areacodes.rb. When I run it, first it prompts me, let me expand this. Do you want to look up an area code based on a city name? So if I put in Y, it says which city do you want the area code for, and then it lists out my cities, right? All the cities in my dial book. So you can already guess, as soon as I'm entering this prompt and it's a Y, it calls this get city names method to get all the city names. Okay, then enter your selection. Let's say Miami. Hit enter. The area code for Miami is 305. So once I make the selection, it will call get area code, get and display the area code. Then it loops. It says, do you want to look up an area code based on a city name? So basically goes back to step one. If I enter a capital Y, it should also work, right? So let's say I enter in Edison. It says the area code for Edison is 908. Great. Do you want to look up an area code based on a city name? The third time, if I press any other key other than a capital Y or a lowercase y, let's say I do I, it exits the program. Let me clear this up. Okay. So as you can tell, it's going to need a loop. And you have seen how to do a while loop. You have seen .each method. What you haven't seen is this. What I'm doing is I'm taking this loop and then using the do keyword to start a block. As simple as that may sound, that's literally what this loop is going to do. So instead of running area codes, let's get started here. Loop do, you can start off with something like puts this is a loop. Okay, let me move this. All right, so this is dangerous code. All right, if you're running it in your local, this is going to be an infinite loop. It's going to keep doing this, and then you're going to have to do Control-C or something. Whoops. You have to do Control-C or something to stop it in your local machine. In REPL, it's simply going to freeze your REPL. All right. You can't do Control-C here. It'll freeze. Then you're going to need to restart your REPL all over again. So just understand that you want some kind of input here or some kind of code to execute, not just have an infinite loop. So I will show you how to get started over here. Do you want to look up an area code based on a city name? Question mark. And then within parentheses, I'm going to say Y and then N. Okay. Then answer equals gets chomp. And here you want to be careful I want to account for both capital Y or lowercase y. So in that case, what I could do is I can immediately turn answer to downcase. So regardless of whether I enter capital Y or lowercase y, it's going to turn it to lowercase y, then break if answer not equals y, right? This way, as soon as I get an input, if it's not a y, then it's going to break out of my loop. So let's see, let's run this. This is my main.rb. I'll say Ruby main.rb. Do you want to look up an area code based on a city name? I'll say Y. Okay, it keeps working. That's good. I'll say capital Y. That works too. I'll put N. Should break out. Okay, perfect. So there you go. That's all the information that I think you'll need to get started with this program. I hope you enjoy building it. Feel free to look up Ruby documentation or any of the previous videos or text lectures if you found that helpful. Now, very important last step, please make sure you copy your code and paste it into the Q&A, the discussion forum, basically. Okay, so myself, the TA, or other students can take a look at your code. And with the comments, if you add some helpful comments, that'll be useful. How you thought about or how you basically executed this execution flow, that would be useful as well. So please don't forget to complete this step. And good luck. I'll see you in the next video.